Hi, welcome back. I want to visit with you a little bit about the concept of a recession. Now, if we look at the true definition of a recession, there's lots of interpretations, but we're talking about the gross domestic product, the GDP in the US, on a consecutive decline for multiple quarters. Now, currently, 2/3 of the US economists think that we will experience a recession over the next 12 months at some level. That shouldn't create fear. In my mind, that actually creates some real positive opportunities within the real estate market, whether you're looking to sell your home, buy a home, or if we're talking about your real estate investment portfolio and the investment properties that you own, manage, and generate revenue off of. Either way, a recession could be a really good thing for us in the real estate market, and that's probably not something you're hearing a lot of people talk about. Here's why. We're seeing upward pressure on interest rates. We're seeing people be sidelined with their ability to buy because of those rates, and income is not increasing substantially or at the same rate that the interest rates are increasing at. So a recession does a couple of things for us. One, home values, 4 out of the last 6 recessions, home values went up instead of down. So there's some value there. We're going to have some appreciation in those real assets. But here's the other side of it. If we look at the last 6 recessions, in order to get fully out of that, from peak interest rate in the recession to the trough, you have different levels of interest rate declines or lower interest rates from where we were when we went into the recession. Well, we're all talking about how that's been upward pressure because we're trying to keep inflation at bay and push that back down. If we take the average over the last 6 recessions, I'm talking 1980 to the 2020 recession, the last 6 that are called recessions. In order to take the average, if we took just all the decreases, some are 1, some are 0.63, some are 5, and you can see it in this slide, here's all of the decreases over 6 recessions rather, but here's the interesting thing. On average, it decreases by 2.83%, which means if we're currently at 7, if we could get that as just the average to get us out of a recession, you now have rates that are back down to 5, 4.5, super manageable. So this is not necessarily a bad thing. Going into a recession is not necessarily a bad thing. Again, it depends on your strategy. It depends on your reserves. And I would argue that cash is king right now. If you have reserves, you're ready and able to weather the storm, you're going to be just fine. Recessions aren't bad, but let's look at them compartmentalized or siloed to what it is that we're needing to accomplish and build the strategy around it so that you win whether we go into one or not. You're positioned to be successful and to win on the other side. Thanks for being here.